Hi guys, and welcome back, and let's start with improving our app actions framework with fixtures. As you can see on the left, we have already predefined the directory of fixtures, and we have example.json, so let's open it. And instead of example.json, I'm gonna rename it to login data.json. Here I can remove the email and body, and I'm gonna now specify the values for username and password. And in our case, the username value and password is basically the same as its name. So username and password, and the value is password. So save it. And now if I want to use these fixtures, this JSON data inside our test, I can simply go to demo spec. Now I'm gonna comment this login out, and I can start with sci.fixture. Now I need to provide the path, the name to the basically our fixture JSON. In our case, it's login data dot then, and here I want to destructure the username and password from that file. And now I have access to username and password, and I can simply use it. So I go sci.login, and I'm gonna provide it with username and password and save it. And now we are basically dynamically accessing and retrieving the data from this JSON instead of hard coding them into the function like this. So next time, if I use this login fixture, let's say 100 times, it will always use the data from here. And if I need to change the value for username and password, let's say, I will not need to go to all the files and change it like this. And I will just change the login data here, and it will automatically work across all logins where we are using the fixture. So let's now open terminal, npx cypress open. And run the demo spec. And as you can see, the test is passing as previously. So let's quit this, and we have successfully refactored our login to use the fixtures. So we can remove this. So our test is now much more like reusable, much more advanced, and we can do the same for the feedback. So I'm gonna go back to the fixtures, and I'm gonna create a new file, and I'm gonna name it feedbackdata.json. And here I want to specify data for the feedback test. So in our case, it's the name. And we can just copy the names, so let's say Peter. What do we have next? Next is an email, so let's take the value. Next is my subject. And the final one is the message itself. And save it. So we have basically prepared the test data for the feedback form. And again, now we can comment this out, and we can do the same. So sci.fixture, but this time we want to feedback data dot then, and we want to pull the name, email, subject, and message. And now I want to sci.submit feedback, and we can simply pass all the values, just like the same as a login. So subject and the message. So let's save it, and again let's now try to test it out. So npx Cypress open, and let's now run the feedback spec. And again, as you can see, everything is still working. But in this case, again, we are using fixtures instead of hard coding the test data into the function. So let me delete this and save it. And yeah, that's basically it. This is the concept of fixtures and how to basically reuse the test data in our functions. Again, if you want to create some more test data, create a new fixture, give it some name, and don't forget to use the JSON format. Create your data, and then simply you can use them by site.fixture, passing them the values of your fixture file name. Then you can extract the values which you need, and then simply pass them to the function, and that's it.